So, I want to talk about joining objects together, and before I do, I wanted to introduce you to some of my workflow. So I'm working on this cyberpunk version of London, and I've got this sort of townhouse here which I'm modifying, and I'm taking some of the themes that I found here and I'm kind of incorporating that into a kind of new version. So if I remove the roof, I've got this kind of extension which I'm kind of towering up into the sky, and I've got like this walkway that I'm walking on at the moment. And what I want to do up here maybe is start to add some aircon craziness. So let's look at that. I want to have some sort of box. It's going to be the base of the aircon, and let's make that 2 by 2 and maybe 0.5 thickness, I think, or 1. Yeah, that's right. And then I'm going to have a cylinder, which is going to be the and I want to align that to the center of this box. Pivot point, there we go, okay. So what I want to do is get this joined onto my box as some sort of ducting system. So it's going to sit up there somewhere, like kind of that kind of thing. And I want this to be some sort of smooth join between the two. So let's look at joining these objects together. So I'm going to grab both these objects and isolate the selection, and then, so the key to this kind of thing is getting our edge counts to match. So at the moment we've got 8 edges on this cylinder, and we've got 16 edges on here. So let's change that to 2 by 2, like that. And then so we've got like one corner there. I can start to join those together like that. So the next thing is I want to sit this cylinder right on that face, and I'm going to do that using the align tool. So I know that it's in the center this way, and I want to sit it on this face. So let's align that like that, and I'm going to align the maximum to the minimum. So let's just get the axis right. It's the y-axis. So we've got the maximum dimension of this cylinder that way, and then the minimum dimension of the box the other way. And now if I apply that, you can see that they're flush on top of each other like that. Now I can turn that to an idle poly, and I'm going to delete this inside face, like that, delete. And then I'm going to turn this box into an idle poly as well, edit poly, and delete these faces here, ignore back facing, just check I've got the right stuff selected there, and then delete. And then I'm going to attach the two objects together using this attach button here like that. And then I can take one edge and the other edge like that, and I can do bridge. And because the vertices match up like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, what is it, 16? Yeah. 8? No, what am I talking about? Yeah. Then it's 8. What am I talking about? Then you see you get these nice neat lines. And then just for the sake of it, I just have a turbo smooth. It makes this blobby mess. I'm going to just turn on smoothing groups so we get something like that. And what I want is actually for this cylinder to be the same smoothing group so that they kind of smooth together. So let's do that. We've got that face selected already, and I'm going to make that smoothing group 2. Do the right thing. And then I'm going to select all these faces as well, and I'll make them smoothing group 2 as well. So let's clear that and then do 2, and you can see that blends the edges together like that, which is what I want. Cool. So now I can take those edges there, inset, and then extrude like that. And I'm going to delete that, and that will be the cowling for my aircon system. Just up the iterations there, something like that. Maybe make this a bit thicker here, so I can do shift to select a ring. Whoops. Let's turn that off, that makes it easier. So there we go. So you can do there and then hold down shift, so you get that highlighted area, and let go, and then I've got the ring selected. And because my scale tool's in the center, I can just do this. Something like that, maybe. See what that looks like. That's cool. I like that. Okay, so there you go. And I could start modeling the center of that maybe, but I'm running out of time. So let's just maybe do this again. So let's R to select, and I'm going to hold down shift to duplicate that a lot. Okay. And then I'm going to flip it like that, scale it down again. Oh, got some weird scale thing there, let's do that. There we go. Select the border again. Scale it inwards. Scale it inwards again, and then I'll collapse that and remove these edges, so that everything is nice four-sided polygons. Cool. Let's give it a bit more shape maybe. Something like that. Cool. Just want to drag that out just to keep the smoothing nice there. There you go, it's a bit of a... Okay, so that would be the beginning of my aircon sort of cowling, which we might get into the next lesson.